Hi, Facebook friends. What is up? My name is Alexis Olson. I'm coming to you live with a naked face and like 2-day-old hair. But that's just how it is. So anyway, happy Friday, my dudes. There's someone I follow on Instagram, and she's always like, my dudes, happy Friday, or whatever day, every day, whatever day it is. So I don't know. I just reminded myself of her for a second, because she's blonde and bubbly, and I'm about that. But yeah, so I wanted to, this kind of feels uncomfortable for me, but it's felt really uncomfortable until like it just started to feel really right. And so I wanted to go live and talk to you guys because, that's what we do. So some of you are new to me. So some of you who are listening to this are going to be like, I don't know what she's talking about. Let me just back up a little bit here. And then some of you have been following me for like, gosh, near a decade now. And so, regardless of where you're at and being friends with me, I just want to say like, thank you for supporting me and thank you for watching. Like it really helps me. And, I think it really helps all of us kind of like elevate each other, and I'm really grateful for that, and just grateful for what the internet has been able to do for me, because I decided to just have the courage to share some vulnerabilities on a public platform. And little did I know that would change my life and like really give me the support system that I needed to grow as a woman and like really think about who I wanted to be as a woman. And I started sharing my journey online about a decade ago, and I didn't know that, like, how powerful that would be. And I didn't know what kind of people that would end up connecting me with. And it's just so cool. We're just so blessed to be able to live in a time, where things like this can happen. And so that being said, you guys have seen like all of the ups and downs and all of the things. And, I don't know what it was. So I haven't really made it that public. I'm not sure why, but I went back to school, and it's been really, really cool. And I also just want to say, like, some of the things that are going to get you to like level up or change or have that huge breakthrough or transformation isn't necessarily just like things you see on social media. Like, it's actually going out there and living and doing that thing that you have been putting off or has just been like taking up a little tiny spot in your brain, but you've been ignoring. And so, school was one of those things for me. It just seemed like something different to do, and it's stimulating me in ways, like never before compared to when I was like 18. And so, I think that has a lot to do with what I'm about to say and what I'm about to announce. And so, yeah, I've just been trying things outside of my comfort zone here and there, like dance classes. Like, it's very uncomfortable and vulnerable for me. I feel like I'm going to make it positive. In the past, I had 2 left feet, but I'm getting better. And so I'm just like doing a lot of things where I'm showing up and having to really look at myself, not just intellectually, but like also physically and like the way my body moves. And then I've been doing that spiritually as well. And, really there's like 2 things that really contributed to what I'm about to announce. And so the first thing was, I went on like a week little stint of just having like really shit digestion. That was a funny sentence. Of just having like really poor digestion because of like food choices I was making that weren't necessarily unhealthy. But I was just eating too many processed, like, healthy snacks. So I was eating a lot of processed protein bars and like having protein shakes from the smoothie bar after the gym. And I just really didn't feel, the way that I know I have felt in the past. And so, that was one factor into what I'm about to tell you. And then like the second factor, oh, this is so weird for me. I feel like I'm like getting back together with my ex. Like, I don't know why, but that's what this feels like. So, the second factor is this woman who I've spent a little bit of time with before and like went on a hike with in Vegas before. And she's a very like, probably one of the, like most, like has changed the most lives, and like just a woman who I could only dream to emulate in any way, to have any of her characteristics or how other women look up to her. She's just, I can't even explain it. She just is a very powerful woman who has a huge heart. And she said something on social media the other day, or like a couple weeks ago, that really hit me so hard, like harder than anything that I've ever been inspired or moved by. And she was talking about just like the reason that she shows up isn't because of any other reason except she knows that families are counting on her. And for me, like, I talk a lot about like wealth consciousness and, you know, where I came from in my background is like, you know, I was a drug addict. I didn't come from money. I didn't have any type of like saving or good spending habits or, any type of like, real good, like examples of like how to do life and like how to, like create abundance. And I had that in terms of love and everything. But so I talk a lot about wealth consciousness. And then as you guys know, I talk a lot about, health and fitness, because health and fitness was one of the things that helped save my life and really helped me find my identity outside of drugs and alcohol. And so I feel, it's just my thing. I love talking about nutrition. I love helping people on their fitness journey. I love helping. If I can share something that helped me get unstuck to another person, then it's all worth it for me. And waking up to those messages of like, thank you so much, or like, thank you for posting that, or you know, whatever it is, or like, this is really helping me. And sometimes really it's not, I know it's not anything about anything that I say in particular or anything that I help anyone with specifically. It's just the fact that, good energy feels good to be around. And so I've just made it my mission to like hold space for people who, want to expand their energy. And so that being said, I guess I have one more little tidbit to add. I was writing a paper for my writing class, and this sentence didn't make the final draft, but I think it's important to share because when I wrote it down, I didn't realize how it was going to affect me. And I won't say specifically the sentence because I don't want to just like go out there and say it. But the sentence was something along the lines of, there's not a day that goes by that I don't think of doing what I was doing before I like quit or stopped doing it or whatever. And so that coupled with, you know, really like knowing that families are counting on people's lives getting better, you know, like that. And then coupled with like my week of bad digestion from eating too many protein bars made me buy another box of ketones after not really doing it consistently. And just seeing that vast contrast between how I felt in that week and how I felt drinking my ketones again was like almost really was very emotional, because it just hit me not only like the impact that this kind of stuff has on families, in terms of like having a more abundant and positive mindset, but on a physiological level, like just how much better I felt physically, it hit me so hard. And I just realized that like, this is what I want to be doing. And you know, how I want to do it can take any form that I want. But I just really, really, really believe in these. And I realize it's just so much more than selling something. But I can't not talk about it because of all of those things, like in combination with each other. I can't just sit back and like think about what it would look like if I helped more people. And so I'm just going to start helping people. And I've had a lot of women who I've been thinking about that I think would be like really great, vessels for other people to start, rising up and raising their own vibration in their health and fitness journey, in their mindset. And a lot of them have been kind of hesitant about it, like saying like they don't have their shit together and they're still like trying to get out of their own way. And I totally resonate with that. But I will leave you with this. And I just want to say this one time. The power of giving when you feel like you don't have anything to give will take you so much further than you even realize. It's literally the secret and the missing piece. Like if you give away, even if it's just a little bit of time or an ear to listen, or like connecting someone with something, or like a group on Facebook, or just something that someone might not know about unless you talk about it, unless you like tag them, unless you share something, like that will help you grow as a woman more than fucking anything. Like just like not being selfish, you know, and it's okay to be selfish, but like, I don't know, sometimes like I think helping other people is selfish because we do it because it makes us feel good, which is totally fine. Like, let's be honest. There's a mentor that I've had, and he's like, look, let's be real. I don't think giving is necessarily selfless. I give because I get something out of it, and like it makes me feel good to know I'm doing something for somebody else. And so, I just want to encourage people who, like, don't think, like, I'm not that person, like, that can't be me. It's like, how do you know? Like, one thing I've been adopting is, like, maybe I don't really know myself. Maybe I don't really know what my, like, what I'm capable of, or, like, who I can, or what kind of lives I can touch. And so that's it. Yeah, I just wanted to say that because it's Valentine's Day, and I've always loved Valentine's Day. My grandpa's always like spoiled me on Valentine's Day and got me cards and balloons and like gifts, and like always made it really special. And so anyone listening, that's a lot to live up to. But anyway, because it's Valentine's Day, I just wanted to make this video, and like, this is literally all I have left, which is kind of sad. And just let you know that like this matters to me, and it makes a difference. And I've been around and I've tried a lot of stuff, and this isn't some show. Like, this is real. This is really how I feel about it. So yeah. So if you want to be, that was a lot to handle, but if you want to learn more about anything like this, about making more money, about helping people, about getting those kind of messages like, yo, you are the one that changed my life. You're the one that got me started. Like, because of you, that was my the pivotal point in my journey. So if you're someone who wants to link arms and maybe talk about what that would look like, then we have tons of systems that make it really easy. So I would love to chat with you, and I've got like chills. Like, I'm so excited for this. I'm a completely different person than when I did this last time. And like, I'm just here to support people and like be that grounding force. So that was probably really awkward, but that was me cheersing you. So thanks so much for watching, you guys. Love you. And I will see you, probably the next time you'll see me is when I'm in LA. So peace out.